What happens when engineers ignore the rules and build off-road machines that seem impossible? Today, we're counting down the most incredible tiny off-road vehicles ever created. These aren't ordinary trucks, jeeps, or monster rigs. They're compact beasts designed to tackle rough terrain, climb steep obstacles, and go places most full-size 4x4s wouldn't dare attempt. From ultra-small monster trucks and custom-built crawlers to budget vehicles transformed into off-road legends, every machine on this list proves that bigger isn't always better. Get ready to discover some of the most unique, powerful, and mind-blowing tiny off-roaders you've ever seen, because these miniature machines don't just drive, they dominate the toughest terrain on Earth. Peel P50. The Peel P50 is officially the smallest production car ever made, and it looks almost unreal next to modern vehicles. Built in the 1960s on the Isle of Man by the Peel Engineering Company, it was designed as a tiny one-person commuter car, originally meant for short urban trips. What makes it insane is its size, just 54 inches long and 39 inches wide. So small it can literally fit through a standard doorway. It features 3 wheels, 1 door, 1 windshield wiper, and a single headlight. Power comes from a tiny 49 cubic centimeter engine producing just over 4 horsepower, with a top speed of around 38 miles per hour. Even crazier, it had no reverse gear, meaning you had to manually push it if you got stuck. Despite its odd design, it became a global icon after appearing on Top Gear, where it was driven inside buildings and elevators. From a $250 oddity, it has now become a rare collector's car worth over $100,000. Crossley Hotshot. The Crossley Hotshot was America's first post-war sports car, arriving in 1949, 4 years before the Corvette. While most cars back then were massive and heavy, Powell Crossley Jr. had a different idea: small, light, and affordable. And the Hotshot was exactly that. It looked unusual, with bug-eyed headlights, no roof, no trunk, and not even doors. You had to step over the side to get in. Powered by a tiny 26 horsepower engine, it wasn't built for speed, but its lightweight design made it surprisingly fun. Even more impressive, it featured advanced tech like an overhead cam engine and the first ever 4-wheel disc brakes on an American production car. In 1950, it shocked everyone by winning at Sebring, beating much bigger cars. Once sold for under $1,000, today it's a rare and valuable collector's gem. Fiat 500 Jolly. The Fiat 500 Jolly was born in late 1950s Italy as one of the most unusual luxury beach cars ever created. Imagine being an Italian billionaire with a yacht in Monaco and a problem: wet swimsuits ruining your expensive Ferrari seats. That problem inspired this car. Built from the humble Fiat 500, Fiat sent it to the famous design house Ghia, where it was completely transformed. The roof, doors, and side windows were removed, turning it into an open beach buggy. A fringed canvas top was added, giving it a playful seaside look, and it was painted in bright pastel colors. Inside, the normal seats were replaced with hand-woven wicker seats that were lightweight and water-resistant, perfect for jumping straight from a yacht into the car. The Fiat Jolly was never meant for ordinary drivers. It was a luxury toy for billionaires and celebrities like Aristotle Onassis and John Wayne. Today, surviving originals are extremely rare and can sell for over $100,000 at auction. Bugatti Type 57 S Aerolith. The Bugatti Type 57 S Aerolith is one of the most mysterious and futuristic cars ever created. First revealed at the 1935 Paris Motor Show by Jean Bugatti, it looked like something from another planet, with teardrop-shaped fenders, a split rear window, and a striking center spine running from front to back. Built on the iconic Bugatti Type 57 platform, it was designed to be extremely lightweight, and Bugatti achieved this by using a rare magnesium-based alloy called Electron. While incredibly light and strong, Electron had a deadly flaw. It was highly flammable and could ignite with extreme heat during welding. Because of this, the body panels had to be riveted together externally, creating its famous visible seam down the car's spine. The result was both beautiful and dangerous. a rolling engineering experiment that pushed boundaries. Only one aerolith was ever built, and its fate remains a mystery, with theories ranging from destruction to hidden wartime storage. If it ever resurfaced, it would be worth over $100 million today. Heinkel-Cabine, the Heinkel-Cabine, was born in post-World War II Germany, when aircraft companies were banned from building airplanes and forced to shift their engineering skills into something new. Using their aviation knowledge, Heinkel created one of the strangest microcars ever made in 1956. It looks like a fighter jet cockpit turned into a tiny road vehicle. Instead of normal doors, the entire front of the car swings open like a refrigerator, and the driver steps straight inside from the front. The steering wheel stays fixed in place, making entry a tight squeeze compared to rivals like the BMW Isetta. But despite its bizarre design, the Cabine was a smart engineering solution. Lightweight, fuel-efficient, and capable of up to 90 miles per gallon, thanks to its tiny single-cylinder engine. It even included a reverse gear, rare for microcars at the time. Today, the Heinkel-Cabine is a highly sought-after collector's gem, often selling for impressive prices due to its unique aviation-inspired design. Morgan three-wheeler. The Morgan three-wheeler is one of the strangest modern cars built by the Morgan Motor Company in England, a brand known for refusing to fully modernize. Inspired by 1920s British three-wheelers that were once taxed like motorcycles, it was revived in 2011 as a raw, old-school driving machine. At the front sits a massive exposed V-twin motorcycle engine, fully visible like a mechanical heart, while the exhaust pipes run along the sides of the open cockpit, close enough to feel the heat while driving. Even more surprising, its structure still uses traditional ashwood framing combined with aluminum panels. There are no doors, no roof, no radio, and almost no modern safety systems. Driving it is loud, shaky, and completely unfiltered, like sitting in a moving vintage aircraft. Yet despite its madness, it has a strong fan base and long waiting lists, proving people still love pure mechanical driving thrills. Ford Edsel Corsair. The Ford Edsel Corsair is one of the most infamous failures in automotive history. In the mid-1950s, Ford invested around $250 million to launch a new luxury brand called Edsel, promising a futuristic driving experience. The Corsair came packed with unusual features, like a push-button automatic transmission built into the steering wheel and a rolling dome-style speedometer designed to look advanced and modern. However, the biggest problem was its exterior design. The front featured a massive vertical oval grille meant to appear futuristic, but instead it was widely mocked by the public and critics alike. The unusual styling, combined with poor timing during an economic downturn and quality control issues, led to extremely low sales. Ford shut down the Edsel brand just a few years after launch, making it one of the most expensive automotive failures ever. Today, surviving Corsair models are rare and highly sought after by collectors. Goggomobil Dart. The Goggomobil Dart is one of the strangest sports cars ever made. Back in the late 1950s, an Australian company called Buckle Motors wanted to create an affordable alternative to expensive European sports cars. So they took the chassis of a tiny German microcar and built a wild fiberglass body on top. The result looked more like a Dart than a car, pointed, ultra-low, and unbelievably minimal. The craziest part? It had no doors. You had to step over the side just to get in. With no roof and barely a windshield, it felt more like a street-legal go-kart. Despite having only 15 horsepower, its super-light 760-pound body made it feel fast and thrilling. Only around 700 were ever built, and today, this bizarre little machine is a rare collector's gem worth thousands. Autobianchina Trasformabile. The Autobianchina Trasformabile emerged in late 1950s Italy during a major economic boom, when the working class relied on the practical Fiat 500, but the wealthy wanted something far more stylish and exclusive. Built on the same mechanical foundation as the Fiat 500, it used a small rear-mounted two-cylinder engine, but everything else was redesigned for luxury and flair. Abarth transformed it into a miniature American-style cruiser, complete with chrome detailing, two-tone paint, white wool tires, and a surprisingly elegant interior. Its most iconic feature was the rear-hinged suicide doors, opening backward for dramatic effect, along with a folding canvas roof for open-air city cruising. It quickly became a status symbol among Europe's elite, and even appeared in films like The Pink Panther. Today, this tiny luxury icon is a rare collector's car valued highly for its unique blend of style and engineering. Mazda R360. The Mazda R360 was born in the aftermath of World War II, when Japan needed affordable, reliable transportation to rebuild its economy. Early microcars were basic and uncomfortable, often feeling like scooters with a roof. But Mazda wanted more. In 1960, they introduced the R360, a tiny yet refined car built with advanced lightweight materials like aluminum and magnesium, keeping its weight at just 838 pounds. Powered by a small rear-mounted engine producing 16 horsepower, it wasn't fast, but it was incredibly smart. The impact was immediate. On its very first day, Mazda received 4,500 orders, capturing a huge share of the microcar market. For many families, it became their first real car. Today, the R360 may look small and simple, but it remains a legendary vehicle that helped launch Mazda into the global automotive world.